Hey YouTube, this is Melantar VA.
This is Saki Yamano.
And joining us for this special bonus review is our special guest. Say hello to Mallow!
Hi, I'm Mallow, and I am here to review Sonic game.
Good answer.
Yeah, so anyway, this is one of, I guess, 5 bonus reviews we've got planned, and so we're going to talk about Mallow's favorite game in the series, Sonic Mania, specifically the Plus Edition with the bonus DLC.
Actually, I'd like to say I will we'll cover the main game, and then we'll cover the Encore mode with Plus. So let's get into that first, the main game.
Okay.
And it's a background.
Okay, so this game was actually created by several fans, including Christian Whitehead, who is actually famous for making some of the amazing mobile phone ports of Sonic 1, CD, etc.
Don't forget, Sonic CD is available for purchase if you're interested.
Yeah,
Mallow, we're not here to advertise.
Hey, a bit of monetization never hurt.
True,
You are now, but CD is now on Steam.
So is Sonic 1 on an emulator.
Yeah, so it's a good game. I recommend that part, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the official game he made.
Yep, Sonic Mania, with the help of other groups like T-Loops and T-Lopes
T-Lopes.
and Headcanon, unless I don't know much about this.
Headcanon.
Mallow, you keep going. You know more about this than I do.
It's developed by Christian Whitehead, who stated previously has worked on various rebuilds of the Sonic games, like Sonic 1, 2, mobile only, please bring that over to PC, and the Sonic CD port, which is the best version of the game. Him, along with, I believe it's the Patagon Games or whatever, Headcanon, and music done by T-Lopes, produced a really fantastic game, announced in 2016 for the 25th anniversary? The 25th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, where we got the next main game, which will be discussed later down the line. I don't know if I'll be there for that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, don't worry, we're not planning to. It's gonna be only me and Saki.
No,
And Sonic Mania. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Let me say my first thoughts on it. At first, I thought it was just a dumb fan game, and then they released the actual game with footage, and ooh, it was looking up to be a sharpshooter.
Mallow, you do know how we do these reviews, right?
No.
Okay, so Asakuya, would you care to explain, since I almost always explain it?
Essentially, what we do for our reviews is that we basically review the plot and then we basically break it down by section.
Come on, what's a little first impressions, and then before getting to the main stuff?
That's fair.
Fair enough. We sometimes do that with new voice actors.
Yeah, well, why don't you guys give your first impressions along with the 25th for that matter, since we're closing in on 30 years of this blue fuckboy.
To be honest, my first impression was, given the fact that I pretty much grew up with classic Sonic, my first Sonic game was Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I was actually really excited to find out they were actually returning to the classic roots, because I thought that era had been entirely forgotten.
Fair enough. Fair enough. As for me,
because this was actually before I had played Generations, so.
Fair enough. Anyway, for me, honestly, I kind of suck at classic Sonic, so I was like, okay, let the nostalgia nerds have their thing, until I saw that Mighty and Ray were gonna come back in the Plus DLC, and then my mind was fucking blown. I have been waiting for these guys to come back. Sorry, I got a little loud.
Especially considering their last appearance was an arcade Sonic game known as Sega Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not true. Their final appearance was actually Knuckles Chaotix. The arcade game was their first appearance.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It was Ray's first appearance. Mighty didn't come back since.
Knuckles Chaotix, dude, I'm pretty sure both of them were in that game.
It was just Mighty.
To divulge into that, it was Team Chaotix and Mighty and Knuckles. That was really it.
But it's Mighty and Ray together with Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I think was their only game appearance together.
On an unrelated note, and the last kind of other facts not relating to the video, I did find an arcade cabinet of it in Miami.
Holy
shit,
an arcade really?
I go to. I never played it, but it's an arcade I go to with friends sometimes, every so often. But since it's in Miami, I don't really go often.
Yeah.
No shit.
But anyway, what can be said about Sonic Mania, man? Oof, it is such a good game. Whether you're a 2D fan or returning fan, new fan, old fan, this is the best Sonic game, in my opinion, to date thus far.
Which was previously Freedom Planet, but this game stole it back.
Yeah, it was Freedom Planet, or Sonic Adventure, or Sonic Advance games, rather.
Yeah, like, because, like, I feel like because this is back in the classic area. Look at me, I'm, like, losing my mind already.
It's okay.
The classic era, basically, to me, I know a lot of people consider Sonic Advance, the Sonic Advance trilogy, the true Sonic 4, but to me, this is kind of the real Sonic 4.
I can agree with that one. But,
especially since originally Sonic 4 was going to be a trilogy, but after 1 bombed and the funding for 2 kind of dropped, they effectively never finished it.
Yeah, but oh god, Sonic 4. We should probably talk about that someday.
To be fair. Oh my god, I should probably just hang up and stop now while I'm ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, but yeah, it's like, to be fair, Sonic 4 wasn't that good anyway, so.
Yeah, not really that good. So, shall we get into that plot?
Yes, we shall. Apparently, a strange rock falls onto Angel Island overnight, known as the Phantom Ruby. And back in my Sonic Generations, I already stated my, like, a theory about, like, where the Phantom Ruby came from, so I'm not going to go into that again.
Yeah.
Eggman acquiring the Phantom Ruby gains some new henchmen too, and formed the hard-boiled heavies. I don't know if they have names. I don't care. They're really fun. They're really cool design. But this Ruby has time-traveling abilities.
Not time traveling. It effectively warps reality.
Well, whatever, time travel, warping reality, we go through a bunch of stages. A lot of them is repeats of similar, with about 4 new stages. And let me be honest, it doesn't bother me that much. It sucks that we have to go through old levels in the games again.
Actually, they did, like, add some, like, new touches to, like, certain areas like Green Hill.
And I was gonna get into that. So we got the same old song and dance for most people. However, we get new level designs, more layers, more colors, more music. Ooh.
And to be honest, the levels are much more open-ended.
Yeah, so let's...
yeah, plus, like, a boss fight based on friggin' Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I didn't think anyone remembered that!
Yeah. And to be honest, it was a fun fight.
Let's get in... Well, let's break it down a little bit more. We do have plenty of classic, but we also have some fantastic new stages.
Let's start with the first level.
The first level at Green Hill Zone.
Well,
for the umpteenth time.
Yeah, nobody's second its place at all. But level design is much more in depth, I will say, and it's great.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back. Both of you keep talking. I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Man, what the fuck? I get invited here and I'm already left behind by the host. Anyway, so let's get into level design. Let's get into that, or touch upon it briefly.
To be honest, sorry.
It's much more in depth than your classic Sonic, typical classic Sonic game.
And yeah.
Like Sonic, like we have underground, foregrounds,
back. I'm back.
Up above. 1 minute you can be in disguise of Flying Battery, and in Studiopolis it's just a lot to unpack that even classic Sonic fans can sink their teeth into. And speaking of him, let's talk about characters for a bit.
Yeah.
We get the classic trio of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, all packing what they could do in the previous games. Sonic, however, has a new ability called the Drop Dash.
Which enforces it's stupid and I can't figure it out, but we will get to that.
Also, there was a fun little ability brought back from Sonic CD, the Super Peel Out.
Yeah, but we'll get into that with access game modes. Well, everyone can do what they can do, and yeah, there's not much to go about. You played a classic Sonic game, you know how everyone controls. Music. Ooh. You want some spicy tracks, some toe tapping tunes. Oh, you look no further than Sonic Mania. Every track.
And the remixes.
Is that your inner DJ coming out? I swear.
Yes.
Sorry, and I gotta say, the remixes of the classic tracks were mwah.
They're magnificent. Even my favorite my favorite Sonic stage of all time, Flying Battery, or at least my favorite Sonic stage in terms of music, got the lovely remixing for the Flying Battery. It's just my favorite Sonic track of all time, probably, in classic era at least.
To be honest, my favorite classic track would have to have been Death Egg, but it's like...
Yeah.
Death Egg from Sonic and Knuckles, not Sonic 2 Death Egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, if we, I don't know how fast y'all do this, but, like, let's get into the very minor complaints.
Okay, go ahead. We can nitpick a bit.
So, it is a little bit of a shame that we get mostly remixed stages.
Well, then again, it's classic Sonic, and people know classic Sonic for the classic game, so naturally, we gotta have some classic stages.
Yeah, but
even though Sonic Generations already did that.
Yeah, but I would argue that Mania did it a little better.
And it's like, to be honest, even though it's a classic Sonic game, we still could have gotten more stages. Because I mean, like Sonic 2 and 3 gave us new stages, even if some of them did feel like just rearrangements of Green Hill, like
Mushroom Hill.
I mean, like I think the only one that really felt original out of the first levels was Angel Island in Sonic 3.
Yeah, but these are like very minor nitpicks. Let's get into some other stuff, like
the animated shorts we got from this. Let's take a minute to talk about Sonic Mania Adventures.
Now, there's some minor things about the game first I want to talk about before going into that. So, there was a lot of fan service in this game too. If you know your Sonic lore and history, you'll know a lot of references. Like, did you know that Beam, Bark, and Fang were a thing?
I did.
No? Well, now you do. Now you do, fans. What else? Ooh, lock-on technology in Studiopolis Zone?
Yep.
Anyone?
Yep.
What else? There's a few more we gotta talk about. There's a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, the Mean Bean Machine.
Oh yeah, the Mean Bean Machine boss fight.
Which actually, I think, introduced a kind of a that entire Robotnik's got a daughter meme because Robotnik was upside down and he looked like a little girl.
Yeah.
That was really cute, actually.
But sadly, she's not real. As much as I wish she had been real, she would have been a neat character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been fun. Oh yeah. How about this? How about the fact that the Sonic CD stages are actually using the Japanese soundtrack, which is a fantastic listen to. It's easily the best 2D Sonic soundtrack.
So wait a second. Is there like a 16 a remix of that song? Toot Sonic Warrior always takes his chance.
No, there's 3 stages I believe in Sonic CD that are used from in Mania. In Mania, I believe, in its Stardust Speedway, Metallic Madness, and Wacky Workbench. All those tracks used past versions of the Japanese mixes.
Oh yeah, there's actually something I actually have to mention that I really appreciate. This game took a book from Sonic CD and gave us fucking animated cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to say, can we talk about the graphics a bit too?
Also, one other thing, the other thing I love that they brought back from Sonic CD was the Super Peel Out.
They didn't. Well, in the no save zone. Let's get into that too. We'll get into that with game modes.
Yeah.
The game modes.
Oh, true. Because this.
Okay, let's talk about the graphics.
They are pretty.
Oh yeah.
It is a really nice game to look at. The animation, the backgrounds, the colors. It's just really nice looking.
And just the sprites look the updated sprites just look great.
I never knew Sonic could look good.
They look like somebody effectively combined the Genesis games and the Advanced trilogy into one beautiful game.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I never knew that the lighter shades would do wonders for the characters because I really like the light blue on Sonic instead of the dark blue.
Oh yeah, and I think, to be honest, I like how he looks like an updated version of the Sonic 3 sprite.
Yeah, it's really cool. But get into some extra stuff before we get into game modes, like the Mania cartoons.
Yes. Oh my God, those are fucking hilarious.
They're great. They're things, and actually, I have a few from the first one that uses reaction images here and there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Plus, although my favorite of them has to be the holiday short. Amy is too pure for this world.
Yes.
I never got a chance to see that. I should really get on that though.
Dude, we gotta show you that after we finish this recording.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, with that out of the way, we should get more stuff like this, man, because it's a little bit of this goes a long way for something that nearly died about a few months ago, because let's face it, Sonic, if Sonic was going the way he was in that movie, oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say a certain Yakuza's looking to take Sonic out.
Yeah.
But let's not get into that. Let's get into the game modes. So we have the main game, which is your typical Sonic fare. If you choose a no save and do some of the special stages, oh yeah, the Blue Spears, they're back.
Yep.
Don't know how I feel about that, since they were super annoying to begin with.
But like, you could get Sonic's classic moves, like Sonic 3 with the Insta Shield, Sonic CD with the Super Peel Out. It's all cool stuff, it's extras. Also, Knuckles into Knuckles. One's a beatnik and one's a Rastafarian. Yeah, there's that. There's...
Oh god, like, I can't believe that they actually referenced the freaking and Knuckles meme. I can't believe
Knuckles and Knuckles.
Yes.
Knuckles.
Knuckles and Knuckles.
But let's get into... With that, it's a nice little transition to Mania Plus.
Yes, Mighty and Ray. Oh my god, I am so happy to see them again.
Yes.
Yeah, we did get 2 new characters in Mighty and Ray, who we thought could be in Purgatory forever. They add as much as the other 2 did in their initial games. We got Mighty, who could do a ground pound and take an extra hit from spikes, and Ray, you play Super Mario World, he's Cape Feather, and yes, it's as broken in Sonic Mania as it is in Super Mario World. The Encore mode, I really don't have much to say. It's just harder, more colorful, different colored versions of the main stages.
Now, granted...
Oh, yeah, plus, like, there's only 5 lives, which is effectively each character. Yeah,
so with the right duo, you could do cool things. Like when you die, you have your next characters behind you. Is it enough to add? I'll let you be the judge. It's not that expensive.
Now, granted, I bought, but I haven't played the DLCs yet, but...
I bought it on PlayStation. For the record, I played this game so many times across different consoles. I initially bought it for PC, my computer died, thankfully I sprung for a PS4 version. I played the game at least 5 times over. This is tied my favorite game of all time between Bayonetta and Spider-Man on PS4.
And I did actually recently beat the game, so...
Yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite games of 2017.
Also, speaking of the ending, we should probably mention how this game ties into Sonic Forces.
Yeah, I'll keep it brief on this one.
Okay.
As I'm pretty sure Arya DeBeal and Vale are gonna be talking about it.
Vale the Mystic. Vale is a mystic.
Yeah,
yep, a mystic cat, essentially.
You know, they'll go over that in their own review. This strangely ties into Sonic Forces, and I can't really understand why. Like, it's just me. I'll give my brief case on Sonic Forces, so it's alright. It's not that good, but it's not that bad either. Anyway.
Boom is still worse.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna talk about that.
We already did.
Huh.
Yeah, our April Fool's review.
Well, anyway, yeah, it ties in. Doesn't really do much after that.
And I guess now we can move on to our final thoughts.
You want to go first?
Okay then. Sonic Mania, it's good for a nostalgia trip, but like, if you suck at the classic games like I do, you don't have to get it, but I do recommend at least trying it.
Now, as a classic fan myself and someone who's actually better at the classic games than I am at the modern, I'd have to recommend it, though my problem is it can feel kind of pandering with a lot of, like, old Sonic stages mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
Mallow, your final thoughts?
Well, I think I've said enough about this game in the review. I absolutely love it. As a classic fan, it's stunning. It's great. It's everything I could want in a standard Sonic game. And if I can be completely honest, even as my interest dwindles, I pretty much could play a Sonic game in my sleep at this point, and this is the perfect one I'd want to go back to every time. Play it if you haven't, and it hopefully will make you a fan of classic Sonic, or hell, Sonic in general.
Okay then, I guess that's everything. Mallow, thank you so much for joining us for this. I know Mania is your favorite game, and you had a lot to say.
Hey, hold on a second.
What?
You guys haven't reviewed Lost World yet.
We're
Can I join you?
You want to join us for the Lost World review?
Yeah.
I told you that.
I recently just played it, and
Okay.
I thought I told you that, Melon.
Oh,
No, you
goodness,
didn't.
goodness
You
me.
said that he was essentially going to play the game and we were going to watch.
Well, is it okay if I join you guys?
Sure thing. I guess, guys,
Yeah.
for the next review, we'll have Mallow joining us again for that. And I warn you, Mallow, I am not going to be kind to Lost World. I fucking hate that game.
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
We all do.
I can't wait to tear into it too. Let's do it.
Okay,
Bye,
then.
YouTube.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.